Catus Maximus here, this time with a review of the Porter Cable 503 Infamous. This is a Type 2 locomotive belt sander. These are known as being some of the more expensive belt sanders out there. Most people don't realize how much some of the belt sanders can get, and a belt sander like this new can be several $100s, $400, $500. The last time I saw it was really surprising how expensive they were getting. Even on eBay, they're pretty expensive. The big deal is that they have a worm drive. This is the infamous worm and chain drive belt sander. The motor is perpendicular. As we can see here, the motor is right over the center of the sander. And so it's much more balanced. The sander doesn't want to rock back and forth. There's still a little bit more weight to the left side. But the big deal is the mass. This sander weighs 10 pounds or more, and you just put in the trigger lock and then just let the weight of the sander, and you just use your hand to guide it along. It has a pretty decent dust extraction system. I don't have the bag on here, but you're still better off, having a vacuum attached there. Always works better with the vacuum. It has a nice, easy to use thumb wheel for the belt tracking, and on the other side here, it has an easy thumb switch for replacing the belts. This is your oil level. It's pretty easy. You just drain it, you set it on a level surface. You drain it through here, and then when you fill it up, you just fill it until it starts dripping out of the bottom of the hole. And so, yep, oil filled. They say you are not supposed to use these in a horizontal or vertical position because the way the oil flow works, it falls to the bottom of the gear case, and then the chain acts as a pump to drag it. It's very heavy oil to drag it back up to the top to lubricate the worm gears, and it's this cycle. And so that cycle stops, and you lose, the continuous lubrication when they're not operated just on a flat horizontal surface like this. And but for short periods, you can use them, vertically or out of this normal position. But you need to be aware of that, is that they depend on that oil. And because of that, they last an incredibly long time. That's the deal with these, is cabinet shops. These are designed to be production tools that you use 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And they're known for exactly that. The nice balanced, even sanding, and incredible longevity. Sander which you can buy and just not have to worry about, and just make sure you blow it out every once in a while and change the oil and brushes, and they'll basically last forever. I'll give you a quick run of this. It's a little bit louder. A bit of the noise is from the dust extraction fan. It is two separate fans. So you have the motor, the airflow coming in through the front and exhausting through here. And then this is a totally separate fan, separated, from the airflow that goes to the motor. And it has really wide blades. So even like wood chips, it could pass through. So that's one nice thing. It does have a pretty good built-in dust extraction system. So anyway, this is a quick review of the locomotive. This is kind of the view of the front here. So kind of why people call them locomotives is because they kind of look like a train engine. And they're awesome to have. So if you ever see a belt sander, they made them for decades. They're silver. The first ones were the A3 takeabouts, and then they became the 503, and it was just a Type 1 forever until they came out with this Type 2, which is a 9 amp motor and 1,500 feet per minute. Anyway, just wanted to put up another video of one of these belt sanders just to talk about how awesome they are. And it has a heavy duty metal trigger switch, and the only plastic is just the handles, so it's more insulated, although it still has a grounded cord. So thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and maybe give a thumbs up. Catus Maximus out.